It's a giant freezing ice dragon! It did not disappoint!
It lead you straight to one.
Like motherfucking Hogwarts, we are back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend.
Eric, what's up?
What's up, Eric? How you doing? Rough week?
Oh man, this has been a long one. But my work has spring break next week. So I don't get any time off, but
there's no one there, so there's significantly less to do.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Take it and fucking run, bro.
I mean, I have plenty to do, don't get me wrong.
No, I know, but you know, you don't get pulled away from it from what'd you say, PhD holders who can't work Zoom?
I mean, yeah, something like that.
There you go. I'm chilling as well. What are you sipping tonight, my dear warrior?
Tonight?
What is in your flask of cerulean?
Flask
of Crimson Tear, since you're a melee boy. You don't need that much back.
I see. I am sipping some Lager Magnifico.
Oh, okay.
It's got this, it's from Dos Desperados Brewery. I believe they are in San Diego.
Okay.
And it's just a straight up beer, just a lager, Mexican lager.
All right,
yeah,
just a good old Mexican
lager.
Is that 2 in a row for you with the Mexican lagers?
I think so. They got the cerveza last week, but you know what though? That did not taste like a typical Mexican lager. Like it did, but it didn't. It was weird, but good, delicious in a good way. Yeah, what about you, man? What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking the second of my Celador beers that we discussed last week. This one's called Angelique.
Angelique.
It's got this cool, like a lady with half of her head is made of flowers, and she's pressing a forefinger to her lips as if to indicate that this beer is a secret between her and I. It is a wild ale. A wild ale with Blenheim apricots.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm in for a wild one.
All apparently. Right, that sounds great.
All right, let's get these a crackin', sir. Oh, that was an unsatisfying can pop. That was weird.
All right. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, sir. Oh, I love this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I absolutely love this. This is wild. The Simple Saison and Saison. It's a blend of Simple Saison and Saison du Rosier, whatever the fuck that means. I guess that's what constitutes a wild ale.
Delicious. Plain and simple. Delicious beer.
Just a straight up good old lager.
Good old lager.
It's like
it's really
tastes like Dos Equis or what?
No. Hell no. Tastes way better than Dos Equis.
All right. Nice,
it's very refreshing, very crisp.
What you been playing this week?
Bro, I have been playing nothing but Elden Ring. I am currently coming up to level 70. Almost there. think I'm level 67 or 8, something like that. I don't. It's been a couple days since I hopped on, but that's where I stopped.
I just pulled my character info up to see what level I am because I hadn't checked in a while since you were giving out your. I'm currently level 99.
Of course you are, sir. You've been playing these past couple days.
Yeah, I have.
You've been playing nonstop, sir.
Playing. Hey, man. It's a great fucking game, man. It's literally probably like it's getting close to being my favorite game of all time right now, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Which is pretty insane, you know what I mean? And it's never ending. I just beat what I thought like there's 5 great rune bearers or whatever, which are like you would think are like the 5 main bosses that you have to beat and then game over, right? Well, I just beat the 4th one, and I just got to a whole nother area which isn't even like all the map still. So what the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know, man. This game is absolutely never ending and amazing, and still secrets around every corner, still smacking every wall in case it's an invisible wall and stuff like that. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but the fun part is the discovery, you know what I mean? So
right.
I got all this sick ass armor, all this sick ass gear recently from all these quests, I've been doing so much. Like I said, I just beat the 4th rune bear, which like spoilers for everyone for Elden Ring if you don't want to hear, although everyone in our community is also playing it and pretty far into it. We beat Radahn.
We did. We both beat Radahn respectively in our own games.
And what do you think? What did you think of that boss battle? I think that's honestly like I put it on Twitter that it's the hardest boss battle that I've ever played, which is probably true. But I also, what I didn't include in there is it's also probably the most epic boss battle I've ever played in any game. You know what I mean? That's a sick ass fucking battle.
It is. So it's super sick, but I feel like although it was very tough, I will say, it wasn't tough to the point where it was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like it did take me a few tries, more than a few tries to like get them.
Took you a couple days, huh? Couple nights, because you were.
I'd say
it's because you only played for a little bit, because you would only play like right.
Yeah, I'd say total it took me maybe about like 2.5 hours of playtime to kill him. But I mean that's like 2.5 hours that I was just like going at it and like kept going back, and then I took a little break to collect some stuff.
I killed him
for my character.
I killed him relatively fast. I feel like I got to him like the night before I beat him, and I went in there, and I was like, all right, let's fucking do this, and then boom, I got fucking hit by one of those giant arrows on my horse instantly, and then got rained on. And I was just like, I'm going to bed. So I gave it literally one good college try before bed. Then when I came back to it the next day, I think I beat him on like the 3rd or 4th attempt or something like that.
Yeah. So the reason it took me a while was because I don't have any ranged attacks. And I could not like hurt him really if I didn't get up close. And oh man, his attacks are so wide range. Your timing has to be damn near perfect,
and the hitboxes have like a drag behind them, so like
yeah, so you can't you have to dodge in a very particular angle to like dodge some of the hits. So it was tough for me, but I did it.
Dude, the whole how it makes you learn how to even approach him is so fucking demoralizing and brutal though. You just have to run and boom, just get shot over and over again before you even get to like run up and like actually try to hit him or anything, you know what I mean? Like, he's ridiculous. Tough. By comparison, the next rune bearer is like legitimately a fucking joke. Just saying.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
But yeah, so just a hell of a lot more Elden Ring for both of us, huh?
I think so. I mean, again, I'm still playing that Yu-Gi-Oh game on my lunch breaks.
I'm still shiny hunting in Pokemon. I found a shiny Rowlet, which is now a Hisuian Decidueye shiny now. So
Ooh, fancy.
yeah, that's the coolest one I found recently. So I'm still doing that in my off time on Uber. But yeah, for the most part, I get home and it's fucking Elden Ring time, baby.
Same here, man.
Yeah, man, we can start moving into some of these topic bronies because we also got a pretty decently big topic to talk about at the end here that I'm pretty excited about, and I know you seem kind of excited about too after watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start off here. Since we're talking about Elden Ring, I thought this was a funny topic. This is an article on Eurogamer by Ed Nightingale entitled "I bought Elden Ring runes on eBay, so you don't have to." So apparently people are selling runes on eBay, bro. So you pay these people on eBay, then you summon them into your game, and they just start dropping a bunch of the little golden rune items to like pop and get levels, and you can buy a certain amount from them because they're just out here farming those shits, I guess. You've been muted. Muted.
So the writer of this article describes it as feeling like he's meeting a rune drug dealer.
Hey, meet me at the site of grace and pull up behind the church.
I put my sign down.
My sign down.
Behind the bush.
I went around, no enemies, just you and me. Talk. Awesome runes. What are you selling? What are you buying?
what number of runes do you want? I got 2s. I got 3s. I got 5s.
You're
got
really
the good stuff.
If you're really wild, I can hook you up with room 420. Only if you're cool. I'd be cool. Be cool. Be fucking cool for 2 seconds.
Yeah. All right.
Trying to fuck with room 420?
I am trying to fuck with room 420.
Room 420 get you to the end of the game. That's what they will tell you.
Let's go.
But anyway, yeah, man, you're gonna be buying runes on eBay?
No, of course not. I'm giving people money to play the game.
You'll just literally look up a YouTube video and farm them yourself.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. That's like why are you even are you like how do you even expect to like benefit from that anyway? Like, yeah, you're gonna like level the fuck up like crazy with like 1,000,000 runes, but you're still not gonna know how to fucking play, you know what I mean? Like,
this is wild, and this talks mostly to the fact that this game is so goddamn popular to the point where like people feel like they can put this kind of shit on eBay.
Like, it's selling apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
But it's like an it's like the same type of like shops that pop up around MMOs and shit, you know? You
can that's what I was gonna say.
Buy like RuneScape shit on eBay, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, or like, do you know about the freaking weird ass like Destiny black market?
What? No.
So you can actually buy. There's these sites online that you can buy weapons and shit like that, like you used to back in Diablo. You can pay some fool to be like, hey man, I ain't got time for this shit, but I really want this raid weapon. This person, you pay them X amount of money, and they will log into your account for you.
I would not
play as you.
That sounds so fucking sketchy,
it's
bro.
so sketchy. But this is what they promise. They play as you, and then they once they play as they're playing as you, they'll play 1,000,000 raids until they get you that Vex Mythic class or whatever.
That's crazy.
And then there's also the people that buy fucking trials runs. Yeah, you want to go?
You want to go to the lighthouse?
You want to go to the lighthouse? Yeah, give me $100.
That's fucking insane, bro. I
Like,
didn't know that went down in Destiny, honestly.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's not like I was gonna say. It's not like you can like pull up and like drop shit for people in Destiny. You know what I mean? Like,
No. You have to request their either
login info.
their
That's
well
so fucked,
some
bro.
some people request their login info. Other people will actually join you in game, and they will play with you an X amount of hours until you get the desired item.
That's wild. I mean, that's a little better, I guess. But like at that point, like I mean, I guess for people with no friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, but like also there's plenty of community around Destiny where if you really wanted to, which we know people that do, like that we play with, that just go and LFG and hey, I'm trying to play this raid, and people are all on the same page, like, hey, we're all trying to play this raid, So
weird, man. Black markets around video games are fucking weirdo shit, man.
For real.
Moving on to the next topic here, just as a little disclaimer for everyone that the first wave of the Mario Kart DLC dropped this week. So
nice.
Wave 1 has the Golden Dash Cup and the Lucky Cat Cup, including Paris Promenade, Toad Circuit, Choco Mountain, Coconut Mall, Tokyo Blur, Shroom Ridge, Sky Garden, and Ninja Hideaway. So 8 new maps right off the go. I've seen a bunch of the homies already off to a great start with that, having fun with some Mario Kart. So check that out if you're interested. I don't even think you have Mario Kart, huh?
I do not have Mario Kart.
Get Mario Kart.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, man. Staying on the Nintendo, this fucking douchebag. Staying on the Nintendo topic.
What?
Nintendo renews 4 major trademarks, including Minish Cap and Zero Mission, which these are Game Boy Advance games. So now everyone's speculating that it's because they're gonna be adding whatchamacallit, Game Boy Advance to the Switch Online service.
Okay. They can't keep teasing us like this because this means this opens up a door to those freaking Fire Emblem games we haven't been able to play. You know what I mean?
Which like the actual cartridge ones from like the one like
you still have them, but
I only have the first one. There's 2 more, I think. There's like the Elder Stones, the Stones of something, remember?
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about though. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It's just the freaking cock tease.
Fucking Nintendo. Let's see if anything actually comes out of this. It took them forever to add anything else with the N64, so I don't know how soon it'll be, but I mean they eventually have to like add new stuff if they want to keep people coming on to it. But
I mean they have to make that service more worthwhile, right?
Yeah, $50 is a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yeah, it is, especially nowadays. Like holy shit, $50. That's like a tank of gas.
Horrible that's what the case is, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on here to a new game announcement. There was an ID at Xbox, like in one of the indie shows that Xbox puts on sometimes. I didn't watch it, but I heard it wasn't that great except for this announcement that we're covering here, which is WrestleQuest, actually, which is, from what I take, like kind of retro-y, like 8-bit like wrestling RPG.
Wrestling
right?
turn-based RPG.
And it looks pretty fucking dope, honestly. A bunch of freaking like cameos from actual like wrestlers and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I think the art style is dope. I think the concept's pretty cool. We had like Golf Story and stuff like that early on in the Switch's lifestyle, which was a golf RPG basically, harkening back to like the old school like Game Boy Mario Golf type of shit. So I think it's cool when they make interesting RPGs out of weird shit, you know?
So yeah, no, for this game looks really dope. But just so you know, these are actual cameos from actual like these aren't licensed cameos. The they're just sprites made to look like some of the more famous wrestlers. Like the one that's made to look like Hulk Hogan. His his name is the Brother.
The Brother. Look, brother.
And then the Randy Savage is Randy Santos.
Yeah, Randy the Muchacho Santos or something like Muchacho Man Santos or some shit like that.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you know, it still looks pretty dope.
Agreed. So pretty much the coolest announcement out of that indie show at Xbox. So that's why we're covering it here. But I don't know, man. I think I might actually check this one out. I think it looks weird and also funny enough, but just enough that it could be like good as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Alrighty then. And then we got some Sony scandal to talk about this week, sir.
Oh, yay.
Sony's coming under fire because Gran Turismo 7, a lot of people are having fun with it, but apparently it was apparently super egregious with like the microtransactions and like the amount of time that it takes to unlock a car without like actually spending in-game, without buying in-game currency and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in response, they went ahead and made it even harder to earn cars without having to pay real money.
That's ridiculous.
And not only that, that's kind of just like the big like ongoing thing that they have going on with that game, but also there's another scandal going on with it, which like this is supposed to be like an always online type of game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you have to have an internet connection to play it. There's no single player offline mode, basically. And I guess with the latest patch, I don't know what the heck happened, or I don't know if their servers are just experiencing like a lot of traffic, or they're down for maintenance, I think, something like that. But the point is that since the servers have been down for 2 days,
nobody's been able to play.
People just can't play it. The game that they spent a full $60 for, $70, I'm sorry. My fucking bad. I'm so sorry. $70. They can't even play it and it's been 2 whole days, still not back up as of the time of this recording. So I don't know, man. That's pretty bad look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is making me really glad I'm not into this franchise like that, because holy shit.
What a mess, eh?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So for comparison, so there's this other article here, just to give some like, how do I say it? Some like an example of how bad this is. $5 cars that you're able to buy for $5 in game, cost $40 now.
40, dude, that's like that's more than half the price of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous.
That's absolutely like actually like legit unacceptable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so this a Porsche 911 Hybrid 16, which can be bought for $299 in Gran Turismo Sport, can only be bought for 3 million credits, which would require the player to then spend at least $40.
That's fucking like so scummy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're legit just pumping folks.
So mind you, these aren't even like doesn't even look like they're like the best cars in the game.
that I don't know if that's better or worse. Like I mean, at least I guess it's not pay to win, so you can't just pay to buy the best car in the game. But at the same time, why the fuck is it $40 for
like
fake car?
Yeah, well, like I'm telling you, like these cars are like So you bought this game so you can simulate driving these cars that you can't. They're way too expensive for you to buy, right? They're simulating the way too expensive for you to drive.
I bought an M5 in Forza Horizon 4, a BMW M5, and I only played. I don't think I played that game for like more than 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I don't know.
That's messed up. I feel bad for people that are actually like fans of the franchise.
Yeah,
it's really a big middle finger to your fans.
It is, and also like especially because like the last one, Forza Motorsport, like that one was like supposedly like notoriously bad and like almost killed the franchise too. So it's not like they were like in a good spot to like just go off and do whatever they want and get cocky and start putting this type of shit in there. Like you were already kind of shitting the bed with that last game. Like you would hope this one would come out and like kind of make up for all the shit that happened before, but
yeah,
guess not. Guess it's just worse.
Guess not.
But yeah, we can move on to our final topic here, and that is we had back-to-back state of plays. Eric, how do you like that?
That's pretty dope, actually.
Weird, huh?
It's back-to-back is not like Sony.
Yeah, at all. This was focused only on one game though, so it's kind of like when Nintendo does focus directs and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
This one was based on the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy, which isn't a PlayStation exclusive, just to clarify. So I don't know like really why like they had an exclusive state of play about it when it's not like an exclusive, but I mean go off. I wanted to see the fucking game, so no complaints here. But yeah, I thought that was weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and gush because I'm like the biggest Harry Potter nerd probably on the planet. You know what I mean? So let's get your thoughts in first, man. What do you think? Because while you are a fan, you're like, I know you're not as like crazy of a fan as I am. You know what I mean?
Right. I do love Harry Potter, and
you do love Harry Potter, yes.
I read the books in elementary school, and I watched all the movies, and did all that. So yeah, Harry Potter's definitely one of the stories of my childhood, I would say. So this game looks really cool, and the only gripe or only like thing that looked off to me was like the combat, which at first some of the scenes that they showed seemed like, oh, this looks kind of clunky, but then once they showed like I guess more advanced like spells and more things that you could do in the game, like it looked better. It looked more fluid once you able to mix stuff together from what it seems.
Yeah, once you're able to like start doing like because apparently what they said is that there's over 24 spells that you can like mix and match to how you want type of thing.
Right, exactly. So and that like I said, it looked weird at the beginning, but then once I started looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, this looks like it could be fun, you know? It looks like it almost plays like a slasher, but like a range slasher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I do like that they showed how you would be attending classes in Hogwarts. Yes. I thought that was pretty awesome. And I do like that when you're attending these classes, it doesn't seem like it's just tutorials. Because that's what I thought, like they would go that route, like, oh, here's a tutorial, you know?
How to do no, I think they're like I think the classes are more like missions, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. So that's what it seemed like. It looked more in depth than that. And I guess my biggest thing to say would be, or what I'm most impressed with is this game looks freaking huge. Like, not only can you explore Hogwarts, which is what I was expecting. I was expecting you to just be able to like fly around Hogwarts and the surrounding area and do Hogwarts things. But no, apparently there's a whole ass other map, this whole ass town that you can explore and its surrounding areas. So not only can you explore Hogwarts and its many secrets, you can explore the area outside of Hogwarts in the wizarding world, and it's pretty crazy how
so
this game looks.
You stopped watching after like the game trailer, right?
What's that?
You stopped watching the state of play after the game trailer?
No, I watched the whole
like
14-minute presentation.
Okay, because the whole like 37-minute one.
Oh, there's a 30. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the actual state of play was 37 minutes long, and after they show like the actual like trailer for the game and all the gameplay stuff that you saw, they had like in-depth interviews with like the developers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't see that.
Basically, yeah, man, it's crazy because like they basically went out and got like the biggest Harry Potter fans in the world to make the most ambitious Harry Potter game anybody has ever seen. You know what I mean? And like you can tell like the enthusiasm is like oozing from these people. Like they're so excited that they got to design what's outside of Hogwarts, what's beyond the Black Lake, what's beyond Hogsmeade. They designed like little wizarding villages like all around, you know what I mean? Like they realized the world and expanded the world in a way that everyone's always wanted to see fleshed out. And they just like went full fucking ham on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's super dope. I think it's super ambitious what they've pulled off here. As like a super big Harry Potter nerd, I think it's super dope that like this actually takes place like in an era before the books, but an era that is mentioned a lot in the lore of the books is
right.
All these Goblin Rebellion eras. That's like what they're studying in their history lesson, like history of magic. Most of it is about the Goblin Rebellions and stuff like that. So you're kind of playing through what Harry, Ron, and Hermione study in history class, which is super fucking dope. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, man. The combat looks dope to me, compared to like all the clunky ass
if you compare
Harry Potter games in the past,
if you're comparing it to every other Harry Potter, this is the most amazing Harry Potter game ever.
Yeah, this is like
there's no comparison.
Insane. Yeah,
there's no comparison. This does not even compare.
So I don't know, man. I think it's super exciting. I think it's a super like good use of the IP. Like I said, it's like fan made basically. So like I think they utilize the IP in really creative ways, like how they incorporate the Room of Requirement as like a type of like extra supplemental study hall for you, since like you're starting late, and that in itself is like such a dope concept too, that that doesn't ever really happen as far as we know in the wizarding world, like that we know that you're actually not, it's not like whenever we were talking earlier in the week before the state of play, like when we went out to the bar, like, oh, they're probably going to make it like a live service where you start at year one and then they have DLC for the other years. No, it's actually like a single player storyline type of deal where you actually start as a fifth year who's starting late, which is a super interesting concept. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think like the whole thing just like really, 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 really impressed me, honestly. Like,
I think that's a really cool way to like push the story narrative and just have you like speed up your progress.
Yeah.
So you're not like sitting there going through like every single year of Hogwarts like we thought it was going to be. Where like since you're starting late and having, like you said, the Room of Requirement, just really getting that like jump start to everything. You know what I mean? It's a pretty cool way of doing it.
Yeah, so I think it's all super well done. Like all the systems look super interesting and deep. Like there's a potion system to buff yourself. There's like a plant system that's like kind of like a Pokemon system, like a summon system that you bust out. The spell system looks pretty complex.
And you can actually collect beasts from around the world, like, and like nurse them to health, which probably leads them to helping you probably in your adventure. So
Yep. So I don't know, man. Everything looks super done with a lot of care and a lot of like, importance to like the world and the lore and the world building and everything. So fucking like hats off to these people, honestly, man. Like they
went
really
off.
went off and did this thing. Like it got delayed out of last year. And I think they like it's one of those cases where like literally I think they just delayed it because they were so passionate about it that they wanted to keep expanding it and make it the best they could be. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's super fucking awesome.
Yeah, I agree. It was if this was what they were delaying it for, like damn, like yeah, they needed that delay for sure. I would have hated to like see this be kind of half baked, you know?
Yeah, so this is absolutely, without a doubt, a day one of cops for me. Like, it looks like a huge fucking expansive wizarding world. It's like now this is gonna be, how like every time a game is hard in the gaming community, they say it's the Dark Souls of this of blah blah blah. Well, now since this game's huge, everyone's gonna say it's the Elden Ring of Harry Potter. You know what I mean?
In a way, it kind of is though.
So
if you think about it, it's like the big open world, you know, lots of dungeons to explore, lots of progression. It's
yeah, the Elden Ring of Harry Potter is coming soon.
It's Elden Potter.
Fucking Potter fans rejoice. I know I am. So
Potter Ring.
But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening this week. If you made it all the way to the end of the podcast, you are a true member of the wizarding world, and you will have a very successful job in the Ministry of Magic. If you want to find me on the internet and talk about secret staircases in Hogwarts, you can find me at Knife Life Osk, Knife Life OSC. If you want to find Eric on the internet,
if you want to find me on the internet, talk about exploiting baby mandrakes. You can find me as Ricky Plays everywhere.
Alrighty, if you want to find us together and ask to compare notes on our potions homework, you can find us at the PodBoyz Advanced Twitter. And other than that, that's going to do it for us here. Make sure you join the Discord to submit a question and be featured in an episode. Check out my other podcast, 8 Hour Chat. Super dope time over there always. This week is we go down a kind of like a spooky rabbit hole where we talk about like portals into other dimensions and like these weird urban legends surrounding like abandoned staircases in like national forests and stuff like that. So it's a spooky time over there this week. Go check it out. But yeah, until next time, my name is Oscar.
I'm Eric.
And we have been the PodBoyz Advance. We will see you guys next time. Later. Don't eat the apple pie. It's got a deadly potion in it.
It's made of mandrakes.
Which are deadly.